This is Liquor and Wolves. Liquor and Wolves. Secrets and dope and music and reactions. Liquor and Wolves. I said Liquor and Wolves. Liquor and Wolves. Liquor and Wolves. Liquor and Wolves. Secrets and dope and a German talking bullshit. Liquor and Wolves.
Fuck.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. And we're live. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from all over the world. How are we doing tonight? This is Liquor and Woes. This over here is my man RikaShae, and we're doing something totally special tonight. So, Rika, it's a pleasure and an honor to have you on the show, my man. How are you?
So happy to be here, man. Thank you for inviting me.
It's awesome, man. So, let's try and explain how this comes about. So, Rika is, of course, a mod on Black Pegasus is the 40-year-old FUQ Boys channel. And you've even seen him live and in the flesh on the show just recently, right? And so he was a guest there. And on the other end of the story of ours is that through all kinds of weird coincidences and like common interests, as in graffiti, we, of course, like outside of the whole conversation in chats in BP's world, we kind of got to talking. And now it turns out that he also is not only a fucking like writer from fucking hell, but also he slapped together one of the hottest fucking freestyle ciphers of the year, I'd say, with something that's called the Heyday Cipher. And there will be a link to that in the description below for damn sure, because that shit is flames. And it happens to also feature Mr. Black Pegasus, who we are going to be checking out today. So, Rika, I gotta ask, how was it to actually sit in that studio with the man? Is it like, of course, us as the consumers of the stuff, and you being a mod, of course, you're OG on that channel, but how is it to sit there on the other end of things and to kind of have to stare into the camera knowing what us on the other end are feeling and doing and fucking around with each other and everything? How was that?
Man, I was really, really nervous going into it. Weeks leading up to it, I was really nervous, and then we got to the studio. We chopped it up with him for probably a good half hour before we actually started. My wife had like a notepad, and she's asking him all the technical questions about like helping me build my channel, and I'm just wanting to like chop it up with him. And we're talking about Harry Mack, and I just went to a Prof concert the night before, which was off the hook, and doing the podcast with him, and then the next day we're gonna go see Harry live. So man, it was a great weekend, man. It was really, really good. And awesome. Man, he just put me it was so like real comfortable just chilling with them, hanging out with them, and then we got right into the reaction, and it just seemed like we had done it 1,000 times, to be honest.
Awesome.
I did not feel nervous at all.
And we could all see the chemistry a little bit there too. It's like sometimes you get not on like with guests that you can point your finger at and be like, that one was a little cringe, or that one didn't feel as natural and fluid as it like all the other ones we've seen. But of course you'll find you'll run into moods, or like someone's not like had a bad night last night, had been thrown down, whatever. But that was just it's just everybody could see it, that it came natural and like nothing was forced or fake or anything. And us as the consumers of it, we can of course tell pretty quick if something is cringe or not. And that was nowhere near cringe, because the man's just a good guy.
Yeah, he's super cool, and we actually got to go like hang out afterwards and go to dinner and stuff. So it really was. I'd always thought like from the second that I found his channel, like this guy does jiu-jitsu. I've done jiu-jitsu off and on for about 20 something years. He's real big into hip hop, like real big into the freestyle scene. Like we have to have so much in common that this is just gonna go well. Plus, when you've seen his channel, I know how everything works, and I know what he's, is kind of able to. It's like having a good dance partner, But if if it's a blind dance partner, you have no idea. But I knew like all the moves he was gonna do. I knew like when he was gonna stop and pause, and so it was cool. It was really fun, and I think it worked out really well. I still watch that video back. Really enjoyable.
And not out of narcissism, right? Because it's just fun to watch. It's entertaining. It's just, and the balls were being, kicked back and forth. And it was awesome to watch. And it was super cool for us as like, no matter how long one has been following BP's channel and content, it's just, you feel like there's one of you sitting there And I'm like, because I had not the exact same experience, because it also happened virtually when BP, me, and Lean, the UK freestyler that who popped up like in everybody's fucking feeds, and rightfully so, after the collab with Beardy Man that Harry Mack did, and he just started spitting. So that interview we did was like equally as organic and heartfelt and just fucking like real people talking about real shit and doing it for real causes. And it's just you see through if it isn't that, right? And that's of course the reason we're getting together and reacting to his new track that's out. It's been out for, let's see, it's been out for 2 days. So we're late on it, but we're old farts. So like forgive us, right? I guess a bunch of people have reacted to it, and rightfully so. It's got 4K views within these 2 days now. And it's called Space Invaders. Do we have any like prior knowledge of it? Have you guys been talking about it maybe when you went out to dinner afterwards?
No.
Do you know anything we don't as of
now?
Have
no insight on this one.
All right, cool. So apparently it features someone named, does that mean Godemis? No, Godemis? Godemis?
I would say Godemis from CES CRU.
From CES CRU. So are we talking about like a crew, like a gang of folk? A crew? CES CRU.
Yeah, probably like Brass Knuckle Gang or Team Backpack or Rhyme Sayers. It's probably just the whole label.
Right. So shouts out to all mentioned above, right? Especially the Brass Knuckle folk. Yeah, I guess, Rika, if you're ready, we're about to hop into this. And this is the first time we're doing this digitally, of course. And we're not sure about like the potential fuck-ups that we might run into. So if anything happens that's weird, we'll just roll with the punches, right? As always. And what we'll do, I think we can hear one another pretty fine. But because I have the controls on my end. And speaking of, this is basically, if you will, me having Rika on the show as a guest. And what we'll also do is we'll do sort of the Veltri Landis Mac format a little bit of having Rika be the host of a second reaction we would like to do together for you guys. And that will, of course, be on his channel. And I will be the one that shuts the fuck up and gets to just enjoy and roll with it a little bit. Right. So with that being said, I would say let's fucking go, right?
Let's go.
BP Black Pegasus Space Invaders featuring Godemis from CES CRU. I will let it roll a little bit just to check my audio levels, and then I'll take y'all full screen. I'm ready, man. Are you?
Ready.
Let's go.
Yeah. Godemis. CES CRU. Black Pegasus.
Like we're good.
Got him. Yeah. I've been rocking from the cradle. The music was a prenatal king of jungle when the fable killer instinct and is fatal. You know my circle getting cream and cheese like a bagel. Even Aunt Jemima got dropped from the label. Damn.
Shit, I gotta stop it, man. The beat is hot.
Already?
It flames. Holy shit, the beat is flames. It gets horns straight a fucking way because it's just fire. And I think I didn't catch much except for the Aunt Jemima thing at the end there.
He's well, it's produced by Joey Sparks. The video is produced by Joey Sparks, who's been on his channel now. Mm-hmm. The beat is produced by Rami.
All right, okay,
so that's dope.
Rami beats, as in the dude that makes his practice session beats as well, or most, like a lot of them, right?
Yeah.
And he hops in every now and then and says hi. So shouts out to Ramen Beats as well. Cool. Wow.
Yeah,
man,
he said my whole circle getting cheese like a bagel. So
that I did hear. Oh, wow.
A circle bagel, cream cheese. That's dope.
Right.
The Aunt Jemima getting dropped from her label.
Yeah. Oh God, man. And it's fucking like, I love the visual world he's in here, right? So this should, of course, something that appeals to you as well, right? Where is this? Is this like a wall of fame somewhere? Is there one in Colorado? I don't even know.
Well, I was in when I was in Denver. That was one of the things. I took a lot of pictures of the graph down there. It's they have a big art district. It's called Rhino. So it's called Rhino. It's something north. Forget what the RI part is.
Okay.
But it was just every single wall was covered. It was really cool.
In good stuff, or like there's not the whole
no good, real good art
everywhere, right?
Yeah, real good art. Sweet.
I'm gonna fucking have to go back a little bit and look at the kicks, man. He's flashing, isn't he? Wow.
Yeah, those Jordans are nice.
Let's roll.
Getting cream and cheese like a bagel. Even Aunt Jemima got dropped from the label. Damn. don't ever mention me. Up in my zone, I'm busting like a 50 cal. Illustrious chrome, they was acting all tough, now they running it home. That's why your G's always silent like the one in Cologne. Damn, so even when I'm undercover like Matlock, they still know Black Pete in a house like Black Rock. These rappers all caps, they caps lock. No wonder why they always seem to fall like a laptop.
Holy crap, but what's all these references? Was that falling in reverse a little bit there? The whole falling like a laptop? You know, Ronnie dropping laptops on Sebastian Bach? That whole thing? Have you heard of that?
No, I don't. I don't know what it is.
So it's falling in reverse, right? It's Ronnie Radke. You've heard of him and the phenomenon of falling in reverse, right?
I've heard the name. I don't think I've ever watched a falling in reverse video.
Dude, and you will not do it because here's episode 3 of us reacting to something together. You will fucking lose you will lose your shit over this. So I'm not even going to get into the story because that's something for the day when we do that. And then I heard something undercover like Matlock. Are we talking
Matlock was a
TV show?
Yeah, the detective, undercover detective.
I thought he was a damn like a lawyer, like a senior citizen lawyer, like old ass fart. Isn't that Matlock? Like a
yeah.
Right. Okay. Undercover like Matlock, and then.
But he's always like doing the research on he's solving the crime and then doing the lawyer part afterwards.
Right. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. And shit. What else was in this? Something. Fuck. I can't even remember all those bars. But he is talking his shit, right? He's flexing.
He's gonna be hard to react to because he's so bar heavy. He's got such a good balance of punchlines and metaphors and bars where he'll just pass over it and you're like, but I love it because you go back and listen to it years later or months later and you go, oh,
still find a new one, right? Yeah.
I love that. That's always been, ever since I was a kid, my favorite thing.
That is true. Even though I also dig his like, here's my message I'm trying to convey throughout the entirety of the song and like get deep with it and really talk. Here it's like, look how long my cock is, right?
Yeah.
I love it.
Major flexing.
Right. And the videography too. Joey Sparks, shout out to that guy as well because like he's super entertaining when he's on the show with BP, right? Because he gets in, like especially in the Ren reactions, he is really taken in by that shit, and rightfully so because that's great filmmaking also. And now he has started his own reaction channel too, and he's awesome to watch as well. And the production, like the end result that we get here, that's something I can talk on a little bit, being from production and all that. I think this is flames because this doesn't look like, and BP has talked about how he doesn't have like fucking budgets in fucking like 6 figures to just slap around and do shit with, but however much they threw into this, the result is fucking fire, and it can really like run up there with the fucking like big league productions in music videos these days. I love it. And fucking his cadences and shit, he's really talking. The beat is just amazing. I will have to go back just a little bit and then we'll let it roll for a bit. I'm sorry, I keep stopping this. This is just me.
Oh no, I expected to stop it a bunch because BP is just, I mean, he's so well balanced. He's definitely a veteran in the game. He knows that you gotta have the punchline, you gotta have the wordplay, you gotta have the smooth cadences, and I mean, he's got it all. He's like a perfect package that people haven't figured out yet.
Facts, right, isn't he? And he also gets this little bit of, sometimes he can be edgy and be like over, like you don't have to agree with everything he's saying, and he's never being dogmatic with it. He's like either bite, chew, and follow this, or don't be my fan and don't listen to me. He's always going to be like, here's what I think, and you make up your own mind on whether or not you agree. And I love that he triggers something in you, and it's like, I get to decide whether or not I'm with him on it. But he's never like, you have to be this and this, or you have to actually revolt against that and that. And that's something I like, to not be dogmatic like others are a little bit. All right, let's get back into it.
They caps lock. No wonder why they always seem to fall like a laptop. Intelligence is seldom, but I never sell them. My letters spark heavy fire, that's why you melt, ton. When the stakes is high, I bring the heat, that's when hell comes. You ain't wrong.
Did he just say male?
No, that was a bar.
The drop like a male? What was it?
No, before that, he said something about the genius, like other rappers, their genius is seldom.
Uh-huh.
And he said, I will never sell dumb.
All right.
Oh, man, that's a bar.
Seldom as in rarely, right?
Yeah, like their shit's rarely good. And he's like, but I'm never going to sell dumb because their shit's never good.
Right. Wow. Okay, that's Flames. We're going to go back to that and hear that again. And it's going to get some horns, and rightfully so. Holy crap, man. Let's go.
Is all caps, they caps lock. No wonder why they always seem to fold like a laptop. Intelligence is seldom, but I never seldom. My letters spark heavy fire, that's why you melt, ton. When the stakes is high, I bring the heat, that's when hell come. You ain't raw red no more, man, you well done. Without a major label.
Raw red, well done, steaks, I cook ya? Isn't that it? Wow. Okay, I caught that. Wow, let's roll.
Tables and get spun. The space invader made his way.
Who's this? Who's this? Somebody else is talking, right? This is
this must be Godemis doing the hook.
All right, okay, let's hear him. Is the audio good on your end, by the way?
Oh yeah.
Cool, let's roll.
Done. Without a major label, tables and get spun. The space invader made his way with a big gun. Taking the pressure, hate it, weighed about 6 tons. The last to have a laugh and rap his way out of this one. Without a major label, tables and get spun. The space invader made his way with a big gun. Taking the pressure, hate it, weighed about 6 tons. The last to have a laugh and rap his way out of this one. Done. Come put your poison, my pen is poison to pick your pocket. My Cuban missile is too official to catch your rocket. I grip a pencil and stick the shit right inside a socket. The cap I'm rocking is looking kinda like Davy Crockett's. So save the optics, I'm blind to it, my mind's ruined. No crime, wasting your time cause of what I'm doing. I'm dripping venom inside the liquor that I'm brewing. Quick as a woman and man trying to define human. Without a finger, put your brain on pause and use a bucket of my blood to write the name on walls. I figure I quit the shit because it ain't our cause. No examining motherfuckers to explain our flaws.
Shit, man, this man is talking a lot, right? Holy shit.
He's going off.
The Davy Crockett thing? Holy crap. It's like, did he say I peel caps like Davy Crockett?
No, he said that, but he's saying it because he's wearing like the Davy Crockett hat.
Yeah, the whole fur thing. The whole fur thing.
It might be his signature thing, but that's dope.
And like, why? Like, we're putting him a little bit like, what's that one video? Is it Hobson, where everything is sort of neon and everything is like,
and he's got like the glowing eyes
and black light, and the fucking like teeth are weird, and like these. It's fucking great video.
It's really cool too how he came in from the hook. So he did a great hook, and then he just goes straight into the verse. I like that style too.
How was Space Invaders a factor in that hook? Did I miss it?
He said something about like he's got big guns like Space Invaders.
Okay. Because like before we ever went into that part, I was thinking, what can one expect of the title Space Invaders? And of course, it's either like the fucking arcade and super old school, or it's like, you are invading my space, get the fuck out. So I was expecting that or that. And I'm not sure which one he's given us, or they are giving us.
I think it's people like encroaching on you, like step the fuck back. This is just a flex song.
Yeah. And if you step up, get ready for what's coming, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, all right. Let's go.
But Space, just to break it down, like Space Invaders is the same double, right? Because you got the invaders coming from space, but the goal is to get them before they invade your space.
That's truth. And once they touch you, you die.
Yeah.
Right. No one can touch me. Right. Yeah. That's facts.
I never even thought of that.
I didn't either. I was like, it's a shooter. It's a shooter like from the fucking mid 80s, right? But no, it's the same thing. Something is stepping to you. Strangers are stepping to you, and you better make sure they don't get to you and stay on your feet and stay on your toes, right? Wow. Yeah. And this is the scenery or the visual imagery I was talking about. I love that.
This is a real cool video.
It's absolutely cool. Yeah, wow, let's go. I'm going to go back a little bit. Let's roll. And what's this?
I'd say do most of his verse again.
Yeah, probably, right?
I'd love to see if I missed anything in there or if he's just spitting kind of straightforward facts.
Yeah, and when he came in with and I'm like, did he just repeat the thing? And it's the fucking hook. I never even got it. But yeah, let's go. I think this is where he comes out of the hook and is getting into his verse. Let's roll.
Last to have a laugh and rap his way out of this one. Without a major label, tables would get spun. The Space Invader made his way with a big gun.
And the Space Invader on the arcade, you couldn't actually move it. You could really it rotated. And it was stuck in space, right? And here you're saying the tables have the tables have turned. And that thing all it does is it turns, right?
I think he's also saying like without a label, he's still on the tables, like spinning on turntables.
Oh, if that's the reference, who does that these days? Isn't turntablism and vinyl just dead? Does anybody is anybody actually capable of it anymore? I wish, but I don't. I rarely see it. I'm not sure if that's it, but it could be like on the table. They have their careers on the table a little bit, right? Make it or like make or break or whatever. Yeah, okay, that could be something. Let's go.
Taking the pressure, hate it, weighed about 6 tons. The last to have a laugh and rappers way got it this one done. Come put your poison, my pen is poison to pick your pocket. My Cuban missile is too official to catch your rocket. I grip a pencil and stick the shit.
This is again rockets and Space Invaders, right? The missile and the rocket, and we're shooting shit. Yeah, all right.
Cool alliteration too on that first part. My pen is poison. You get pickpocket.
Right.
Yeah, it's real dope how he starts this verse.
Do the kids know that old arcade game these days? Or is it so retro that it's a thing, right? To know it.
I think they've come back with so many different retro things that the younger generation still knows about it.
Yeah, probably. Okay, let's go.
Right inside a socket, the cap I'm rocking is looking kinda like Davy Crockett's. So save the optics, I'm blind to it, my mind's ruined. No crime, wasting your time cause of what I'm doing. I'm dripping venom inside the liquor that I'm brewing. Quick as a woman and man trying to define human. Without a finger, put your brain on pause and use a bucket of my blood to write the name on walls. I figure I quit the shit because it ain't our cause. No examining motherfuckers to explain our flaws. Visit the MIDI, the killer city to get done. My misdirection with glitches coming to fix some. I'm kicking the interstellar bed, I make hits, son. Last to have a laugh and rappers way out of this one done. Without a major label table to...
Okay, another hook. What was the interstellar thing? I didn't catch that. Of course, interstellar is where space invading happens, but was it the film reference?
If it was, I didn't catch it, but I just assumed it was related to the Space Invaders.
Right. Okay, so it's just location talk a little bit. Right. Okay, let's hear the hook again.
If he's spitting bars and I'm missing them, they gotta be really, really deep because I'm not really seeing anything. I think he's just spitting very straightforward, factual, like pretty creative as far as like staying on the theme, but nothing like a real like bar heavy where you have to break it down.
And watch BP react to this and tell us the fuck off. Be like, hey, if you're not catching any of this, you guys are off the channel. Fuck y'all. We're like, hey, is there any deeper meaning in it? No, he's really just talking Space Invaders. But no, let's hear the hook again. But it's flames, right? I love the fact this is lyrically, of course it's not, wow, look at how poetically or like creatively I am transporting my message. I'm trying to tell you XYZ. It's really... I'm flexing, I'm spitting, and look how I'm painting these pictures with all Space Invaders terminology, right? That's what I love about it. It's awesome. That's hard, man. Like write a whole 24 with a fucking with just a topic and stay on it, right? That's awesome. All right, let's roll.
Last to have a laugh and rappers way out of this one done. Without a major label table to get spun. The Space Invader made his way with a big gun. Taking the pressure, hate it, weighed about 6 tons. The last to have a laugh and rappers way out of this one. Without a major label table to get spun. The Space Invader made his way with a big gun. Taking the pressure, hate it, weighed about 6 tons. The last to have a laugh and rappers way out of this one done.
Wow. But is he saying the Space Invader? Like, are they the Space Invader, or is it other rappers? Because there, I thought he went ego perspective. The Space Invader is doing this and doing this and doing this, isn't it? Let me hear that again. I think he said something like the Space Invader, as in I do X Y.
Gun, taking the pressure, hate it.
Space
to have a laugh and rappers way out of this one. Without a major label table to get spun. The Space Invader made his way with a big gun.
He made his way with a big gun. Is that me?
Yeah, he's saying this Space Invader made his way with the big gun. Yeah, so he's there. He's actually talking about like we're invading the space of this industry, the game that's all has labels, and you have all this backing, and we're invading the space without it. So now the tables are getting spun.
All right.
So that's all right. So took us a while, but we got there.
Luckily, we caught that at the end. Wow. So it's okay. Happy end for these guys. BP's like, all right. I'll give you a pass on this now. But yeah, because it's like if you give it no more consideration, the Space Invaders in the game are the bad, and you are defending whatever from them. And I thought they were defending the game from just bullshit rap, face tats, and lean. And no, they are the ones invading it and trying to take it over, and y'all better make way. Huh. Where's my man from here, by the way? Godemis, do we know?
I do not know.
Godemis. Oh, because he said something about my city. I'm not well, we'll never know probably, but maybe BP will clear this up. But fucking flames, man, I love it. Let's roll.
Taking the pressure, hate it, weighed about 6 tons. The last to have a laugh and rappers way got it this one done.
Yeah.
Let's go, BP.
Yeah, fucking flames, my man. Yeah. And everybody that's watching this, of course, the link to the original is going to be under this, and y'all better follow him, because not only does he put out fire fucking original content, but of course also like how Rika and I kind of connected. He is, and it's a joy to watch progress of him freestyling. It's just it's amazing to witness this, right? And yes, everybody that sees this, follow the man. Of course, you have to. And also my man Rika, right? All these people, like I feel sometimes, and let's see if you agree, Rika, that this sort of the people that orbit his channel, that orbits ours a little bit, and like Harry Mack and that world of this not clean hip hop, but just people that somehow, in my personal opinion, are doing the real stuff, as opposed to the fucking industry blueprint shit and the face tats and lean shit. I feel like all the people that are there, we're all funny with one another and we can fuck around with each other and pick on each other and everything, but they're all at the core just the greatest of people. And meeting some of them, you were of course at a Harry show, I was at a Harry show, everybody that's there is not a single asshole in the room. And that never happens. I go to many, many concerts, and there's at least, let's say, a fifth of them, especially the ones that chill at the bar, are going to be assholes. And that never happens, like either on this channel, on his channel, like at a live show of anyone that's in this orbit. It's unreal, and I love it. But like faith in humanity restored sometimes, like totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd say it's like a pure hip hop. Like, I mean, if you're just, don't disrespect the people that are making the money or making the music just to make money, because
right.
I mean, they're millionaires and they're doing what they want to do. But at the same time, the fans that follow them are the same that could care less if it, if it's true or if it's legit, or, so I think that's where the fan base builds differently.
Totally. Yeah, I agree. And it somehow it reaches, I'm not saying this is dumb rap and this is smart rap, but of course it's not something I need the instrumental for my car and it's really just I bump to it. Yes, there's bangers on all these artists as well, but that's not at the core center of what people come to and look for when they interact with content, like from the ones that we're talking about. And everything has a place and a time, but I would say 99% and 99 out of 100 people that consume it, such as us, are, in my personal, like, this is what's good and this is what's bad. They are all on the fucking good side, man. Those are the right kind of folk. And I think Harry and of course guys like BP at the fucking, like, that's the tip of the fucking, like, at the spear tip of this coalition of good, and are really trying to make sure that this bullshit gets less relevance. And all of you guys and everybody that watches this, of course, can be a little bit of a tip at to the scale with this, by supporting real shit like this, as in bless you, my man.
Thank you, sorry about that.
As in like and comment and share and subscribe stuff like BP's, and give this kind of stuff more relevance, and refrain from doing it on the bullshit stuff that is really just there to pay into pockets of suits out there in the corporate. Right. Let's have some famous last words. It was a pleasure having you here on the show, Rika, and we will do something else together, right? Let's talk about that.
For sure. I would love to.
What is it going to be? You've asked me. Okay, this is the backstory. Rick and I come on this. We fiddle around with the tech a little bit, and not sure how it works. We've got it figured out. We think when we haven't seen the end result. You, of course, are seeing it now. But you have teasered something that there is a certain artist. I'm like, I've never heard of him, and you're like, we gotta. Let's give the guys a teaser of what they're in for.
Yeah, I think we need to do a little reaction to Marlon Craft.
Marlon Craft, yeah, that's the one. Never heard of him. So put him give us 3 bullet points. What are we expecting from that?
He's a young kid from New York who's probably around 2017, 18. I've been following since then.
Right. Okay.
Very, very, very unknown, but he's got songs that were like produced by Havoc from Mobb Deep, and
Yeah.
I mean he's out of Hell's Kitchen, the same place where like Helter Skelter and them are from. So
Wow. So
I mean,
legit.
He's very, very. I feel like if there was reincarnation, he was a jazz drummer before he started rapping.
Wow. Okay. That, of course, puts it in a ballpark, and I am super excited to be doing it. If we have nothing else to say, except for fucking celebrating BP and this content, and also, what was his name? Godemis. That was fucking fire and flames. And Rika, it was fire and flames to have you on the show. I can't wait for the next thing we're going to be doing together. And guys and girls, if you liked what you've seen, like, share, subscribe on all the content, if like BP would say. And now we'll roll off into the sunset, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. See you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.